Good morning, I'm Lindsay. Welcome to 10 at 10. We have a bit of a different setup today. I've had people asking about chair yoga options, and so wanted to do a 10 at 10 focused around that. So first take a moment to just experience how you would normally sit in your chair, at your desk, at the dinner table, wherever, and just play around with what feels natural and sort of normal in your body. Maybe seated back, maybe back in your chair but kind of leaning forward. Just noticing where your body habitually wants to be. And then I'm going to invite you to scooch way far forward in your chair so that your sits bones are really able to root here, so that your ankles are underneath your knees and your legs are about hip width apart here. And as you find that spot where you're rooted in your sits bones, just take a moment here to balance forward and back and side to side. And then allow yourself to come to a place where your shoulders are over your hips. Allowing the crown of your head to lift towards the ceiling. You might find a gentle tuck in your chin, just allowing for a bit more length through the back of your neck. Gaze can soften, our eyes can close. And then if it feels okay, allow your hands to come palm up on your lap. And we're going to take 3 full rounds of breath here. As you inhale, take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, open your mouth and release. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Once more, just like that. And then just take a few rounds of breath at your own intuitive rhythm. And from here, begin to roll through your shoulders. So bring your shoulders up towards your ears and down your back. Letting your biceps, triceps, wrists, and hands stay really heavy. Oftentimes there can be an impulse to bring your arms up and sort of help your shoulders back. But see if you can just let your arms stay as heavy and released as possible. And then taking that roll in the opposite direction. And one more round here. And then letting that come to stillness. And just let your arms stay heavy at your side. You might imagine little weights on your fingers, just gently pulling your hands towards the ground. So you let your chin come into your chest. And just start to take that half roll here. So coming ear over shoulder, and then ear over other shoulder. You might notice that gentle sway side to side of your arms as you do that. And then the next time that right ear is over your right shoulder, hold there and just begin to reach through those left fingertips, creating a little bit more of a stretch through the left side of your neck. And let that go, chin comes through center, and finding that on the opposite side, reaching through those right fingertips. And let that go. Bringing your head back up on top of your shoulders. And as you inhale, reach your arms out and up, interlacing your fingers and then pressing the palms of your hands towards the ceiling, stretching and expanding through your torso. Deep inhale here. As you exhale, come up and over to the right. Drop through that left hip. Take a deep inhale here, expanding your rib cage. As you exhale, slowly begin to round your spine forward, but keep pressing through the palms of your hands. And then just release your arms and slowly roll back up through center. Inhale, hands reach up and out overhead. Finding that interlace of your fingers, palm presses towards the ceiling. Inhale here. As you exhale, take it up and over to the left. Let that right hip become heavy. As you inhale, feel your ribs expand. As you exhale, start to round forward. Keep pressing the palms of your hands forward. And as you exhale, let that all soften and round. And rolling back up through center. And then we're going to move into a forward fold here. So you might play with just how far forward you're on your chair, because you're too far forward. You won't be able to balance and you might roll forward into a somersault. So just playing with that as you bring your chin into your chest, as your spine rounds, head becomes heavy, and the weight of your torso pulls you down. And then if you need to readjust exactly how you're sitting on your chair, go ahead and allow for that. Hands might come to rest on the ground or your feet. You might give a little nod of your head, shifting through your torso. And from here, on an inhale, begin to roll back up. Vertebra on vertebra, let your arms stay heavy, heavy, heavy. As you rise up. And then go ahead, and if you found that you moved yourself back a little bit during that, let yourself press forward. And extend that right leg long so that the heel of that foot is on the ground and your toes flex back. And sit yourself as far forward as you need to get that right leg long or almost totally long. And really reach those toes back towards your knees. As you do that, you might find that you're feeling this stretch in your calf and you might say, this is enough for me right here. But if you want more, we're going to take this from hinging at our hips. So as opposed to rounding forward, think about lengthening up and then reaching your chest towards the ground. And again, you might have to play with exactly where your hips are on your chair at this point. Keep reaching forward even as you hinge down. And then maybe that right hand comes to your shin or to your toes, giving your toes a gentle pull back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge and round. Let it be heavy here. You might feel that this shifts how you experience the opening in that right leg. And slowly roll back up through center. Bring that right leg with you, let that foot root back down. So you extend your left leg forward, heel grounds down, toes flex back towards your knee. And again, find that length up through your spine, and then take this hinge at your hip. So your pelvis tilts forward, playing with that, where your hips meet the chair. Toes keep flexing back towards that left knee. As you walk that left hand down your shin, maybe to your toes. And again, find that rhythm of your breath. As you inhale, find length and space. As you exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release and round. Spine softens, head and neck becomes heavy. And slowly start to roll back up through center. As you arrive, bringing that left leg with you and just coming back to that comfortable seat. Sits bones ground, hips are forward. Hands rest on your lap. Again, allowing your hands to come palm up. As your gaze softens or your eyes close. Let your body settle here. Allowing yourself to notice how your body feels now after that gentle movement. As we find those 3 full inhales and exhales. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, release. One more round. Bringing your hands to heart center. And then bowing towards your hands. Namaste. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.